Wars Celebration in Japan is shaping up to be something really special. Lucasfilm has officially announced that Diego Luna, star of Andor and Rogue One, a Star Wars story, will be among the celebrity guests at Star Wars Celebration Japan coming up next year. The announcement was made via social media alongside a reminder that there are still limited tickets available for the event, which is going to take place in April 18th through the 20th, 2025 in Japan. Luna joins an impressive roster of confirmed guests that include Rogue One co-stars Mads Mikkelsen and Alan Tudyk, with Andor Season 2 set to premiere just 2 days after the event. It's supposed to hit on the 22nd. Celebration Japan is expected to heavily feature content on the series, and fans are even speculating about a potential sneak peek. Nick, I have said that I think we're going to see some sort of event, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Additional guests, if you're thinking about going to Japan, if you're like, you know what, hey, I'm not busy next April, I'm going to go to Tokyo and check out some Star Wars stuff. You're also going to get Manny Jacinto from the Acolyte, Star Wars veteran Temuera Morrison, Daniel Logan, Ashley Eckstein, C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels, and Doug Chiang is going to be there. There is Japanese-inspired key art and badge designs already unveiled, showcasing a unique fusion of Star Wars themes and traditional Japanese aesthetics. Attendees can also look forward to updates on The Mandalorian, new casting news, potential announcements regarding Daisy Ridley's movie, and James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi, which has been up in the news as well. As more guest announcements and anticipated content comes out over the coming months, you can hang out with us, and we'll make sure to get that to you as soon as we hear from it. Nick, will there be some sort of global Andor release, or is it going to be just something special for the people in Japan? What are your thoughts? We've seen a bunch of sort of premiere events in movie theaters for new shows. What are your thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the odds, if I were to put some money down, would be on there being a combo event. We saw this when we went to Celebration in Anaheim with Kenobi. They showed the first 2 episodes to those of us that were able to get in. We watched those in that theater together. And then if I'm not mistaken, they did drop it early a couple hours later for, the wide Disney Plus audience. I could totally see there being a similar situation like that, a projected release. It's going to be the week after. Hey, surprise. Here's a couple episodes. People in Japan got to see it. That feels like a safe bet. It's, like you said, we've gotten lots of dates, even with Skeleton Crew. We've gotten, hey, the show's coming out on Tuesday. Surprise. Here's the first 2 on Monday.
And what's weird about the Skeleton Crew one is that, in talking to Becca Benjamin, who did get some of the free stuff from Star Wars. Hey, Star Wars, give me and Nick a call. We're happy to take stuff. I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to go online and beg, but I'll beg here. We can do it. But she pointed out that the release date that was on the swag that they received, it's very funny, Matt. It's probably true. The release date on the stuff they received was already set for the date that it actually dropped on that Monday. So it feels like they knew in advance that they were going to sneak up that date, which is bizarre. I'm going to go the other side, Nick. I'm going to say that they're not going to do anything this time around. And that's because it's the second season. And it's not a premiere in the same sense as Obi-Wan was in the first season of Mando and things like that. There's probably not going to be as much spoiler kind of stuff, because I do believe it was Mando season 3 that launched at Celebration in London, and they got to see the first episode, and they still held it back for the rest of the real world. So while I would love to see, I'm still a big fan of doing these shows in theaters every week, and I'm going to push that till the very end. But I think that they're going to make that a Celebration exclusive. But that's just my thoughts on that.
100%. And I have to ask this question too, just as a tag on there. You talked about so many guest announcements. There's one that sneaks in there. And with all due respect to our friend Eric Elliott, is at this point Anthony Daniels the Cal Ripken of Star Wars Celebration? Has he missed one? We'd have to go back and do some fact checking. I don't have it on hand.
That's a great question.
But that also says something, because he's going to go to Japan. And granted, he's probably going from London. He's not going from Alabama or New Jersey. It may be a little easier to get there. I don't know. But that begs the question, Anthony Daniels showing up at a Celebration, what does that mean for C-3PO? What does that mean for Anthony Daniels? But I wonder if he's missed one.
He did post that tweet. We did a quick video on it a couple weeks ago where he posted a tweet about how C-3PO he'll always be C-3PO, and I can't remember exactly what the tweet was, but then he pulled it down real quick. So Man, I agree, man. I think
Little intrigue. Little intrigue.
he might be dropping hints, man. He might be dropping
You
hints.
never know.